it definitely wouldn't feel good. It's one of the largest sand dunes. So today I thought it would be kind of cool to do something a little bit different since we're all on lockdown from coronavirus and can't really get out into the mountains to hike, or at least I can't get out into the mountains. I live on the coast, so I'm a good solid 6-hour drive from any real mountains, but I do live right on the edge of a nature preserve, and there's great trails and actually a little bit of elevation gain and loss. So yeah, this is where I come to test gear when I'm at home and get in my trail running and my hikes. I bring my dogs out here. Yeah, we're super lucky to have this right by our house. I mean, it's literally right outside our door. So I thought I would give you guys a little tour of where I hike, just on day hikes, and sometimes I come out here and do, I mean, when I'm trail running, I might run anywhere from 6 to, recently ran 27 miles back here in the woods. And then today we're gonna do like 20 miles. Got my backpack packed up with all my regular 3-season gear. It's a super rainy, funky day today. We have high wind warnings. We've had gusts this morning while I've been hiking, supposedly up to 60 miles per hour. So definitely no problem with social distancing. I don't think there's going to be many people back here. So yeah, I'm just going to keep on hiking, and I'll show you guys my home turf. So it should be pretty rad. A lot of beautiful ponds, a lot of marsh areas, good amount of hills. The trails are kind of rooty, but for the most part they're pretty smooth with a lot of pine straw. We've got a lot of hardwoods here, and this is actually, it's a very unusual area. You don't find maritime forests like this very often. It's a very unique ecosystem, so it's pretty rad. So let's give you the tour. The rain has let up and the wind is definitely dying down. Probably get rid of this rain jacket here pretty soon. Still misting a little bit, but it's not too bad. Definitely chilly though with the breeze. So as I was hiking along just now, I was thinking about eating. I'm starting to get kind of hungry. It's around lunchtime, and walking for a while, and yeah, I'm hungry. So I thought I would talk about my food, like what do I eat while I hike all day and where do I keep it? My preferred style of hiking is to hike all day and cover quite a bit of miles. So I like to have everything where I can reach it. And so today, like I said, I have my pretty typical 3-season kit. I've got water bottles filled just like I normally would in the mountains. I've got the pretty similar food. And so what I do is this pocket here on my shoulder strap. It's a nice big huge pocket, and I just cram it full of all sorts of things. Let's just pull this stuff out and we'll see. This is pretty typical of what I would have to eat throughout the day. So I might have some type of jerky. Usually I'll keep that in the bottom pocket of my pack or somewhere else where I can reach it, pull it in and out throughout the day. And then these guys, the Cliff Bars or some type of granola bar, usually I'm going to have those crammed into my pocket on my shoulder strap where I can easily reach it. This is pre-cooked bacon. I like to carry bacon with me. I eat it for breakfast, but I also like to eat it throughout the day. It's easy to just rip open, and it's about, I think, 6 or 8 slices of bacon, which is great because you want to balance sugary stuff with some sort of meat or something that's going to digest slower, so you don't get like this huge sugar spike and then you crash while you're hiking. Then also I do carry some sugary snacks. Sometimes I'll do like sour gummies or these jelly beans or something like that that I can snack on throughout the day to give me some bursts of energy. And then this guy here, if I am hiking with folks who want to take a break for lunch, or if I'm going to have a stop at some point throughout the day, then I'll carry one of these packets, and also like Fritos or Doritos, and I'll just open this guy up, crush the Doritos or the chips. Goldfish work great too, and just drop those into the packet, and then I can eat it with my spoon. I think I'm going to eat the bacon right now. So glad I'm still able to get out and hike and run, and so lucky to have this. And I've always felt that way even before everything got locked down. We actually chose our lot and built our house right next to this preserve just for that reason. We just love the woods back here, and living on the coast, great. I love the coast, love to surf and fish, everything that goes along with living near the ocean, but I love the mountains. And honestly, when you come back here, you don't feel like you're at the coast. You feel like you're in the mountains. I mean, the forest is very similar as far as the trees and the plants that would be growing in the western part of North Carolina in the mountains. So yeah, it's great to be able to get back here. Super lucky. That is a giant sand dune. It's one of the largest sand dunes on the East Coast. We're gonna poke out of the forest here and go check it out. See the view. Still windy. Wow. Look at all this sand from the wind. It's covered everything up. That's crazy. Oh. Wow. It's kind of cool looking. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Until it falls in your face. Ugh. Yeah, no bueno on that. Alright, let's see if we can get up here and get a view. Do not want to slide down there. Kicking steps on the sand dunes. Oh God. Get this way. Woo! It's breezy up here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. It's always really cool when you can find stuff like this, like right outside your door. I mean, love exploring in the mountains, but you gotta remember that you can have some adventure right outside your door, hopefully. Man, this is wicked steep. Ugh. Oh, yes. Solid ground. Solid sand. Woo. Not staying up here long. Getting hammered with sand. Back down in the woods, getting sandblasted up here. It's really beautiful though. That's the sound out there. All right, let's get out of here. All right. God, it seems so calm down here after being up there in the sand. This tree here, there is a giant turkey vulture that I decided to name George that sleeps right up in the top of this crook here. And almost every day when I come through, I think I was making too much noise earlier when I was yelling and spitting sand everywhere, but he'll pop out and fly off through the trees. And yeah, turkey vultures are not super exciting, but man, it's still a big, cool bird, you know. But I think he's already took off. There is a lot of deadfall on this trail from this storm. Yeah, this is the tree. It's actually the other side. This is the spooky side. Look at this. Isn't that a spooky looking tree? Look at that thing. Hold on. Let me back up here. Look at this tree. That is a spooky looking tree. At least I think it's spooky. It's a cool looking Halloween tree. Look at this guy here. Now this has been here for a few months, but so that giant, step back, you can't tell how big that is, but it came out of the top of this tree here, fell from up there. Man, let's talk about somebody getting mangled. If that fell on you, oh my God. I don't know. I mean, it's huge. It's like a whole tree by itself. It definitely wouldn't feel good. So another thing that just popped into my head, I was just thinking about, you know, trying to get miles. If you are trying to hike more miles in a day, I think everybody, including myself, at least at first, I thought, you know, I was like, man, I gotta hike really fast. I'm gonna have to like run down the trail. Gotta get this like 3.5 mile per hour pace and all this craziness. But really, I think now, for me at least, if I want to get more miles in a day, it doesn't necessarily mean that I need to, or that I'm going to hike a whole lot faster. It means that I'm going to hike longer. So I'm going to make sure that I have as many hours to walk as possible, and I'm going to take less breaks, which is why I was saying earlier I like to carry all my food where I can get to it. Because if you think about it, say you get up, you break camp, you leave by 7, which is pretty damn late, really. I mean, you could easily be hiking at 5 or 6. But say you leave at 7 and you hike, say, from 7 to noon with some short breaks here and there. You see something cool, whatever. But you're hiking pretty steady for that whole time. And then you have a break at noon, maybe for a really quick lunch. And then you keep hiking till, let's assume that it's not summer, let's assume that it's going to get dark a little earlier. And you don't want to night hike. I love night hiking, but if you don't want to do that, so you basically need to stop and set up by 4 p.m. I would say, to be safe and not be fooling around with things in the dark on the shorter side of the season. So that means you're hiking from 7 to 12, and then from 12 through to 4 o'clock, which means you're going to have 9 hours of hiking. And 9 hours of hiking is a good bit. Even if you're not hiking super fast and you're hiking at 2 miles per hour, which I would say is pretty doable unless you have some really serious bushwhacking or some serious elevation or snow or something like that. But for typical on-trail hiking, I think 2 miles per hour is certainly well within everyone's wheelhouse. So 9 hours, 2 miles per hour, that's 18 miles in a day. That's a pretty damn long day. I mean, that's a good amount of miles. So, and that's not hiking super fast, it's just hiking longer. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. You know, I'd be happy to do more of these videos. Actually, I would enjoy kind of doing a, I don't know, like a Q&A, but I get to hike while I answer the questions. That would be quite fun. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about that idea. You guys throw me the questions and I will walk through the woods and do my best to answer them. You can ask me anything you want. You can ask me backpacking related things. You can ask me, you know, if you're curious, I don't know how long I've been hiking, where I've hiked, where I plan on hiking, where I've traveled, what my favorite flavor of ice cream is. I don't know. You can ask me anything you want. Doesn't matter. But then I'll just go for a hike and answer the questions. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Drop all that in the comments, and if you want to throw questions in the comments, that's cool too. But yeah, let me know what you think. So my phone battery ran out earlier, and I'm back out in the woods now. I actually finished up my hike a few hours ago and made it back to the house, and now the sun's out and it's turned into a gorgeous day. Quite the stark difference from this morning with all the wind and the rain. But yeah, it's beautiful now, and I'm out here just getting a short trail run in with my dogs. Here's Copper, and just wanted to show you these giant oaks that are super rad. I don't know how old they are, but they are massive. Woo. Show me the love. All right, thanks for letting me take you through my home turf, my nature preserve, my backyard, and show you guys where I hike and test some gear on a regular basis. I'm gonna get back with these dogs and finish up this trail run. If you could, you guys let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. I'm always out here hiking anyway, so I could definitely shoot more video. I only showed you like a teeny sliver really of the nature preserve. There's tons more trails and off-trail areas that I'm trail running through and hiking all the time, so I could do more of that. And like I said earlier, I'd love to answer some questions and maybe cover some topics while I hike. That'd be super cool. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. I'm gonna get back to trail running. If you liked the video, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'm Scott. This is Motivated by Mountains. Stay safe. I'll see you later. Let's go, Cub. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. You.